CRM. It is more than just a CRM. It is a real estate and business mastermind that comes with an all-in-one CRM. You can have unlimited websites and users. You can call, text, RVM, and email all in one user interface. And you can set up custom automations for any type and multiple businesses. 65% of companies start using a CRM system within the first 5 years of business. Once implemented, the HiveMind will save you on marketing, give you more time, and make more money. One of our users had his first $100,000 month using our system in June. We want to see you automate and accelerate your business. Text us at 210-972-1842 for future meetings, and of course to get our $1 course on how to make more than 6 figures on one land deal. You can schedule your free demo today at hivemindcrm.io.
Hey guys, welcome to another podcast with the HiveMind. Today we have a very special guest. You may or may not have heard of this gentleman, but his name is Matt Morrow. He's been a mentor of mine for a really long time. I've been watching Matt for a few years, and when I was out in Vegas one time, took me into his home and just kind of gave us some good ideas. But Matt is a good part of the reason why HiveMind got started and a lot of the connections that we made to build this company to what it is. And we're going to have a conversation with him today. We're going to talk a little bit about multi-level marketing and kind of what happens in your life when you get good at this business.
Well, that's a nice introduction, Anthony. Thanks a lot, man. It's fun. I like your music and the little pregame there. I was kind of rocking out. That's nice to hear. I remember our visit. You were in my room right over here, my living room, and I thought you were very pleasant, and it's always fun to meet new people. I think we had a mutual friend in Rush, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
And then also nice to hear that I was able to help get you launched. I think I remember connecting you with my friend in the software side of things. So it's what networking's all about. It's always fun to help people out. And what some people don't get is how that all just kind of comes around, and it never hurts to meet a new person and give something without any expectation of something in return. So that might be a good jumping off point.
Yeah, man, it's been a real blessing. Every time I've talked to you, as infrequent as it's been, you've always pushed us in the right direction and kind of helped me get my head on right. And of course, getting us the connections to build out the HiveMind. So I think today's conversation, we can kind of go whatever direction you want. These are kind of free flowing, but I would like to talk about, you posted a quote online on Facebook a few years ago, it's probably 4 or 5 years ago. And it's something to the tune of, if you get good at the multi-level marketing business, then you would be like disproportionately better than your competition at business, something to that effect. And that really stuck with me, man. I was like, you know what we do in this business and multi-level marketing or network marketing, the skills that we build can carry over into anything. So can you just take a couple minutes, give us a little bit of background on you, and then kind of where you are with your business, what your experience has been like, and then where you're headed next?
Sure. Well, that could take the whole show.
I was going to say that's a lot, but
that's pretty broad, but yeah, I mean, I feel you. I remember that quote. So what it was is this: to go way back, like when I'm 58 years old right now. When I was 26, I got into network marketing full time. So for probably about 25 solid years, it's all I did, and I made millions and millions of dollars, and I was one of the top people in the industry. I was in the Network Marketing Hall of Fame, and I think I've built teams of over 1 million people and done well over $1 billion in sales, and so I had a pretty illustrious MLM career. I've also sadly not picked always the right company, so I've had quite a few actually companies that I built 2-3 years here, 10 years here, 5 years here, 1 year here, and every time I've been successful. So I definitely mastered the skills it takes to be successful in network marketing. A lot of people think, network marketing is get rich quick, or network marketing is an easy way to make money. I think that's actually really not the case. I think network marketing is challenging. And one of the reasons it gets the stigma that it gets is because most people fail at it. It's not easy. I think network marketing by definition is marketing to one's network. And the cold, hard reality that a lot of people run into face first when they join network marketing is the fact that they don't really have much of a network that has any respect for their opinion whatsoever. So if someone has no friends and nobody that likes or respects them, no money, no resources, and they come into a business where you need to build a team of people to follow you and buy your products or services, they're not going to have a lot of immediate success. And so when people fail, or people are faced with their shortcomings, their instinct is not to blame themselves and say, well, all I did was drink during high school and college, and I lied and cheated, and I wasn't a very good person, and nobody likes me, and therefore nobody will join me. Like, they're very unlikely to say that when they fail. They're going to say, oh, network marketing's a scam. Network marketing doesn't work. The math of network marketing works. The math of network marketing is brilliant. And it does work for a lot of people. It's usually the wrong people, people that have no network, people that have no social skills, people that have no contacts, people that have no money. They get into network marketing because they have no other option and there's no barriers to entry. And then they come in and they fail. Whereas someone who's led a good life, has lots of friends, lots of people that respect them, credibility, the ability to find something good and share it eloquently, that person, network marketing is a breeze. So that's why every once in a while you have the person who joins network marketing, comes in and just has immediate meteoric success. And they did the work that it takes to be good in network marketing in their life leading up to the point where they join network marketing. So that's a little bit on network marketing. Network marketing is brilliant. If you find five, who find five, who find five, who find five, you got 3,125 people, and you get them each to spend $100 a month, and you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars of sales. You make 5 or 10% of those sales, and you make a fortune. Most people can't find 5 good ones, or 10 good ones, or 20 good ones. So that's that. As to what I said in that quote that you referenced on my Facebook, my original sponsor in network marketing was great at network marketing, worked really, really hard, made millions of dollars in network marketing, got out of network marketing, started a traditional business, then sold that business for $1.7 billion. I have countless, that's the most successful one, 1.7 billion, but I have countless examples of people who got started in network marketing, did the personal development, became the kind of a leader that people would be afraid not to follow. And then they got into another business and worked as hard at that as they did at network marketing. And they just slayed the competition. So that's what I'm talking about. Is like, network marketing is great, but it's not easy. You got to be a leader. You got to be the kind of person people would want to follow. You got to have a network of contacts. You got to not quit. You got to overcome objections. You got to deal with an industry that has a stigma attached to it. You do that, and you do that well, and then you step aside and you get into something like, real estate, or you name it, and it's going to feel easy, in my opinion. So to talk about what I'm doing now, since 2015, when I kind of gradually stepped away from network marketing full time because I had saved enough money and made enough money that I could start to, just live on my investments and whatnot. I started segueing into real estate. And so that's what I've been focused on as of late. I'll take a breath in case you got something else you want to take. Otherwise, I can continue along those lines.
No, man. Yeah, that's actually a great segue. I just wanted to mention just a 2-second background on myself. I did start in network marketing when I was like 18, and I flopped at several companies. I did bad like in 4 different companies before I kind of found my niche and found my groove. So yeah, I can see the progression that if a person just doesn't give up, they keep pouring into this business, because no business is easy, right? At the end of the day, you can start any type of business, and the likelihood of failure is pretty high anyway. But you get good at this type of business, networking, connecting with people. And, now I've been in the business for almost 20 years, and I feel like I have been able to push into any niche and any market, any business venture that I've ever wanted to push into. I can get momentum fairly quickly based on the skills that I've acquired. So now that you're heading into real estate, you mentioned it briefly, but yeah, can we do a deep dive on that, where you're headed into real estate now? How long have you been doing it? I guess I kind of didn't realize you were in the real estate space until recently.
Well, I mean, it's a great place to hide money from yourself if you tend to be a profligate spender. You know, I mean, I was all my career network marketing. It was always about, you know, you got to make the money, and you got to, you know, when you go to dinner, you got to be the guy that picks up the tab. I don't necessarily recommend this, but I mean, that was like, I was a spender, you know, in my 20s and 30s and 40s. And I spent millions of dollars that I probably should have socked away. And I noticed that one place, whenever I bought real estate, you know, I bought a home, or I segued that home into a rental property. It, you know, it was difficult to pull the money out, you know, because I don't like paperwork. So I would, you know, refining is a pain in the neck, and my real estate became a big part of my net worth. And I've always been a big believer in having fun. Like, if it's not fun, don't do it. So I started going to Costa Rica in 2002. And I fell in love with Costa Rica, like everyone does. If you're on TikTok or Instagram or any, you know, you see just everyone's going to Costa Rica. Everyone goes there and never comes back. Everyone loves it there, the vibe, the pura vida. And it's true. It is a wonderful country. It was voted like the happiest people on earth. And I just absolutely love Costa Rica. So I like to do things that I enjoy for a living. So my wife and I bought a farm down there. We bought a like a small organic farm type of thing, and we bought a little condo. And then in about 2015 or 16 or something like that, I bought another condo. And then one of my kids went down there, and he really liked the surfing and stuff, and he stayed down there. So then I figured we'd start a company. So we started a property management company with the Airbnb thing starting to get cranking. And so I started focusing on income producing properties for myself. And then I started talking about it like I always do. Like, that's what network marketing is. You know, you believe in something with a passion, you're going to share it with other people. So I'm telling people about the ROI that I'm getting on my properties and how cool it is down there. And I would bring friends down there, and then we'd see another condo, and I say, well, if you want to buy half of it, I'll buy half of it. And then, so I went in on a couple partnerships, and then it got to the point where I'll be like, well, let's just spend our time and energy just looking for phenomenal cash flowing properties that we can manage. And then I'll go out and talk to people and say, hey, do you want to buy a piece of this one? Do you want to buy a piece of this one? And it started off very informal. I mean, now it's gotten to the point where, you know, in the last couple of months, I raised nearly $3 million to buy properties that are, you know, bought by my friends and family, and then managed by my property management company down in Costa Rica. So I've managed to create a business that has me taking friends to Costa Rica once a month to look at properties and have an amazing vacation. You know, we do all the ATV, the river rafting, the monkeys, the crocodiles, the, you know, the looking at cool beach houses and all that good stuff, which is what I would do if I didn't have to do anything, and now I'm getting paid to do it. So to me, when you can create a business that you enjoy doing, that's the magic, because then you never feel like you're working. And that's what I've created as far as my Costa Rica real estate investment empire, so to speak.
Man, that's amazing. So are you guys mostly doing cash flowing properties? Are you doing any kind of flips down there, or is this just all like condo, you know, beachfront type stuff, apartments, or what is it? Single
Yeah, just
family
doing
homes, it
cash
sounds
flow
like.
stuff. I've never sold anything. We're just doing condos and beach houses and Airbnb stuff. I just bought a small hotel, but I don't want to be in the hotel business. And we're in the process of remodeling that hotel and turning it into like a 12-bedroom Airbnb party house, because there's a lot of bachelor parties, bachelorette parties, family reunions and stuff, weddings down there. So the bigger properties tend to rent really well, you know. So you get a 12-bedroom place and people can stay there for $100 a night per room. You know, you're getting $1,200 a night for a place that you're in at maybe $900,000, $1 million, and it rents, you know, 60% of the time throughout the year, with some peak season spikes with higher rates, and the ROIs, you know, get really, really nice. So we've got quite a nice little formula. And so I have one specific town that I focus on, that I really know the area, and I just look for condos and beach houses. And, you know, like I say, that hotel's a little variant on that, but basically Airbnb properties that cash flow is our specialty.
Dang, dude. And I don't want to give away the secret sauce, but how are you doing the marketing down there? Is it just stuff you see available, talking to people? Are you actively like finding the owners and calling them, or how's that work?
Yeah, I mean, it just all happens kind of naturally. I mean, I don't like to ever, work too hard, God forbid. You got to keep it fun. But so you get known that we've bought enough stuff that people know that we're a legitimate buyer for things. So we're just networking. Going around town, we'll see signs, we'll call on it, we'll see a property that we like, we'll find out who the owner is, and um, just kind of keep our eyes open. And when we find good deals, then lock it up and then go ahead and then start working on putting the money together. So that's sort of been the formula. It's all happened very organically, and I just think that that's how business works best, is when you're passionate about something and you enjoy it. And I probably spend more time on it, than most people, but I don't have like a 9 to 5 mentality. Like even when I'm on vacation, I'm working. I'm always looking, always networking, always talking to people, always on my phone, always looking at deals and so forth. So that's I don't think there's any real secret sauce to it. You just gotta keep your eyes open and then find the properties. And then I think if you go to anywhere like Costa Rica or Colombia or Panama, every other property is for sale. So finding properties for sale is not necessarily the trick. Negotiation is really important when you get there, but it's a matter of finding the buyers. And so that's, I think, my secret sauce is I utilize my network and I bring people down there. Looks like you're having a home invasion. I bring people down there, and we go on a vacation, and we end up having a blast. They fall in love with the place and they want to buy something. So that's I think what's kind of the fun is like, so for example, anyone that's listening and you want to, if you've never been to Costa Rica, hit me up. I'll put together, like, literally the way I do it. You land in Costa Rica, my guy's there with a sign with your name on it. When you come out of customs, you get into a nice van or a Escalade, depending on how you like to roll, your budget and so forth. And then I take you directly to town, where you check in, depending on the size of your group, to someplace cool. And then literally all your activities are planned, the dinners, we cruise around, we look at real estate, I show you the country. And it's just like, it's like the best vacation ever. And then worst case, it's the best vacation ever. You know what I mean? Best case, you say, I want to buy something. I'd say about 80% of the people that I brought down there end up wanting to buy something.
So is this something, are you only taking investors down there, or can people just book with you if they're going to stay at your place? Are you kind of making it a point to kind of be down there to show them around? Or I'm trying to figure out how am I booking my trip right now?
Yeah, I don't care. Everyone's potentially an investor. Even if they don't have money right now, they might have money later. They might have a friend that has money. They're gonna when they come down, they're going to be interested. They're gonna see what we're doing, and they're gonna say like, "Wow, I'd like to somehow get a piece of this." Worst case, they have a great vacation. If you're concerned, like, well, how does that work for me? One, I enjoy taking people down there. Two, I have a piece of the transportation company, a piece of the tour company. I put them up in places that I own, that, so I get revenue on it. While granted I get everyone great deals and everything, I still make money even on the vacation. So that someone just popped a question that I saw there: is there financing available? That there really isn't. Down in Costa Rica, like there might be some kind of financing that you could get, but it would be really, really high private money down there. The short answer is no. I've done all my deals all cash. So if I have a $500,000 property, I might get 4 people to put $125,000 in, and then all property in Costa Rica is bought in the name of a corporation. So we start a new corporation, and then those 4 people each own 25% of the shares. We do all the management. We book the place. We collect the rent. We pay the expenses and the taxes and everything. And then we take, at the end of the month, we say, okay, here's your profit. We PayPal 25% to that guy, 25% to that guy, 25% to that guy. In the event that somebody wants to get out, other guys in the partnership have first right of refusal to buy them out. and then, or they can replace themselves, or if they can't work it out, we'll sell the property. That's never happened. Nobody ever wants to sell. You got great cash flow and great appreciation potential. So that was but the answer is, sadly, it has to be cash. I've had people refi their US personal residence and then pull cash out of their personal residence and then put cash into a property down in Costa Rica, but there's not financing available. Good question.
Dude, that's amazing. I was going to ask, is there some kind of like minimum threshold that you're looking for? Is like 100K, like kind of a round number where you start like looking at people, or can they do like a fractional investment, like smaller amounts?
Like I say, it's all just been friends and family. There's usually like 3-4 people per deal. And so it's nothing that's that formalized. I'm just kind of putting groups together, and then because I don't want to, get the wrong impression like I have some kind of a security or anything like that. Like, I mean, it's really not like, I take an individual property and I say, hey, here's this property. Almost every deal I've put some of my own money into it. So almost every deal I've put together, I think there's one exception. I didn't put some money into it because I owned 3 identical properties in the same building. So I think I proved that I believe in the project. But I've always put some of my own money in. But I mean, it gets, if you had too small of, it would be too much trouble. So I would say, yeah, I mean 100, 150, that range. 125 is 500,000 seems to be an interesting price point. We've found a lot of properties in the 500,000 range. That's what it takes to get a condo that's big enough to really be a good renter. We've found that stuff that's over 4 bedrooms. So if you start getting into 5, 6, 7 bedrooms, that's when you really start to hit the Airbnb algorithm, or the little sweet spot, and you get better ROI. So I look for bigger places, and then I'll convert them and add bedrooms, because Airbnb, it's all a function of bedrooms and number of beds. So, but short answer to your question is, it just depends. If someone's interested in, like, if you wanted to go down to Costa Rica, step 1, let's book a trip. I go almost every month, and we hang out there and we check it out. You fall in love with the place. You decide you want to get a retirement home there, or you want to get a cash flow property. What are your needs? And then we find something, and we put some people together. I've had everything from a $2 million beach house someone bought on his own with no partners to putting, I think the record is like seven people together on a property that was about $1 million, something like that.
Man, it sounds like you've been working on this for a long time. There's a lot of moving parts here, so this is amazing. The questions I have right up front, I don't know if anybody else watching might have it. What does a person spend to go down to Costa Rica? Because I've never been. So what would an individual spend? And then let's say a family of 4, what would you spend to go down there? What does a trip look like if you're going to go for, say, 5 days or 7 days?
Yeah, I mean, it depends also on like what's your from the moment you get there. Like, you take a van, you've got a van trip. It's about an hour and a half from San Jose to Jaco, which is the town that we focus on, Jaco, and it's $120 if you go in a van, and it's $250 if you want a BMW X5 or an Escalade or a Suburban. What I mean? So from the moment you leave, it's a question of how much luxury are we talking? As far as where you stay, there's places that are anywhere from $100 a night per person to $500 a night per person, depending if you want to stay at the real fancy golf course resort with the 24-hour room service and the pools and the whatever, the lush garden, and
you're gonna go all out.
It just depends, but you can go. So there's something for every budget. But let's just say that someone's trying to just say what's the bare bones minimum. You're looking at, probably, if you book your flights in advance, probably like $500 or $600 round trip from most cities in the United States, coach. So you fly into San Jose, you can fly like American through Dallas or Miami, United through Houston, Southwest and Spirit, I think, both fly there as well. So you find a flight, you're looking at $500-$600 a person. You got $250, rough numbers, round trip for your transportation to and from the beach, from the airport. So that's the basics. And then a nice 3 or 4 bedroom condo you could probably get for $300-$400 a night. And then if you want to just buy groceries and load up the condo and eat, and make your own food and whatnot, and eat at kind of local spots and not spend a bunch of money. Or you can go, there's a steakhouse in town where it's just as expensive as eating in Vegas or Miami. So it really depends, but it's not super, it can be, maybe $1,000 a person, for a trip like that. Like a family of 4 probably could spend $4,000 and have a nice vacation.
Golly, yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Are these like $1,000 plane tickets, $2,000 plane tickets? But yeah, it sounds like for about
no, it's like
$500 to $7,500, you can have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, it's just you go like you could stay. I mean, let's say just some young person wants to come down there. I mean, you could just get your ticket. I mean, I see on TikTok all the time. There's all these travel hacks. You go to Google Flights, and you are flexible on your days. Maybe you find a $300 round trip, and then you stay in. There's a sick hostel that I know of, where if you don't mind sharing a room, you can probably stay for like $15 a night right on the beach. I mean, if you're trying to save money, that exists in Costa Rica. You can go there for like next to nothing. You don't have to take a van or an Escalade. You can take a damn bus. I mean, it's just, if someone's trying to save money, all kinds of young people come down there and live on the beach on the cheap. And then so it's hard to say, but I mean, whatever someone's budget is, whatever their taste is, I'll cater a trip, and I'm always happy to help people. I mean, that's what I do. It's fun.
And that's super cool. Actually, I'm really going to hit you up right now. Yeah. See if we can get one scheduled in.
All right, cool. Let's do it. I just got back. I'm going probably again. My next trip will be July, so I'm taking June off. I'm not going to go in June, so we can do it in July. We can do it in August. You just let me know. But yeah, I mean, it's really interesting, how anything you do, just have your end game, your vision in mind. I mean, just going back to what we started on talking about is network marketing, whether it's building a hive mind business, whatever it is you set your mind to, all you have to do is have a vision of what you're going to create, and then just take consistent action towards making it happen. I now have decided I'm going to build the largest property management company in Costa Rica, so I'm making this big, bold declaration, and we just keep adding one property at a time. We get other properties from other companies. People see that we're passionate. I mean, I tell my people, you return your texts right away. You may not think it's important, but if some client, needs more towels, they need more towels, and then that will turn into a good review, and that'll turn into more revenue. It's like we handle everything right away. Real simple stuff. It's just like if in network marketing, someone sends you a message and says, "Hey, my brother-in-law wants to talk about the deal. Can you do a 3-way call?" If you want to be rich in network marketing, you return that text right away. You schedule that call, preferably right away while the iron is hot. There's real simple things. You tell the truth. You show up on time. You respond fast. These basic principles apply in every business that takes to be successful. But the most important thing is high level. What are you trying to accomplish? What's your goal? And then just basically do whatever it takes to get there. And if you enjoy what you're doing, it makes the process easy. So I have business proposals coming my way all the time, and I consider, sometimes doing things, and I ask myself, is this going to be fun? Do I really care about this? Am I passionate about this? Because if it's just for the money, I'm not interested. Maybe I could make more money doing, deals in Detroit, but I don't want to go to Detroit. I want to go to Costa Rica. And that's what I always tell people. It's like, look, you get a property down here, you can come here, you can go on vacation, you can stay in your place whenever you want, and then have the best possible vacation home or second home or retirement home that cash flows every day when you're not there. I believe in that because that's how I got started. We bought our own place down there. And then I had a couple properties in the beginning that didn't cash flow. Like that farm was a total abortion. I mean, I just lost my ass on that thing. But the condos and stuff like that, and the beach houses, those things, I love going there when I'm there. I got an owner's closet where I keep my stuff, And when I'm not using it, I'm renting it out. So it's making me money. My net worth is increasing. My appreciation. I think Costa Rica hasn't seen the appreciation that the U.S. has seen. So the real estate market there is continuing to go up dramatically right now, kind of like we were last couple of years. It's a little behind us, and so you can get great values and you get great cash flow. So yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty bullish and passionate on it. Yeah.
Dude, you got me pumped already. It's funny too, because we haven't spent a whole lot of time talking about real estate. And that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately is we do want to pick up some Airbnb type vacation homes. And Costa Rica wasn't even on the radar, 30 minutes ago. So yeah, man, I'm definitely going to start doing some homework, and looking forward to taking a trip out there ASAP now.
All right, well, let's do it. It sounds good. I mean, that's what I do. Like, I mean, I pride myself on not working. Like, networking, I developed not working. So I don't, because I don't know. I just don't like doing anything I don't want to do. I think it maybe goes back to my childhood. Like, I had a very overprotective mother and always was telling me what to do. So like in my adult life, like if I have to do something or if something feels like work, I resist it like crazy. So all I do is, I live in Las Vegas, which is like the most fun place on the planet, so I go out and I just do stuff, and I'm always getting around people and I'm doing what I want to do. And then the opportunities present themselves. So conversation comes up. We're like talking, Warriors versus Boston, blah, blah, blah. What else? Vacation. Oh, I just got back from Costa Rica. Oh, I've never been there. Oh, it's the best. But the conversation flows so naturally. Next thing I know, the people I'm talking to want to go to Costa Rica. It was the same thing when I was doing network marketing. I did super well in a company that had a healthy energy drink. And this is kind of a stretch now, but I mean, back then it made sense. Red Bull and Monster were massive. I said, look, we've created an energy drink. Yeah, people drink energy drinks. We created one that was healthy. And I would always be drinking one. People would ask me, like, what is that? I say, oh, this is this energy drink that's good for you. If you drink one of these a day, you don't have to take vitamins and minerals because it's all in the drink, because I'm never good at remembering to take my pills. Oh, me neither. Yeah, just drink one of these every day. Here, try one. Hand them a nice cold drink. They drink it. They like it. They buy it. I put 180,000 people into that business. I don't even know how many tens of millions of dollars of sales. Because I believed in it and it was easy to talk about. So whatever you're doing, if you can figure out a way to have a talk track that flows easily out of your mouth, like when I talk to you about Costa Rica, I don't feel like, oh man, I'm going to sell this Anthony cat on Costa Rica so I can make some commission. Like that's so far removed from my mindset. It's like, yeah, Costa Rica is the happiest place on earth. Such good vibes. You come there, it's like entering a whole different dimension. Everyone loves it. I love any excuse to go, and bringing new people is like my favorite thing to do. You're going to go there. You're going to fall in love with it. I know the area better than anyone because I've been there over 100 times. I'm going to find you what you're looking for, help you through the process, which can be kind of tricky with all the stupid anti-money laundering KYC crap you have to do these days to buy anything anywhere. And then, the escrow process and the getting the right attorney. And, I can navigate all that because I've done it a million times. So I know that I'm someone's best bet to get the job done right. Boom. Get it done, and then you end up living happily ever after. So it's like that's my mindset. I'm a giver, not a taker, and I think if you believe and you feel that way, like you're a giver, not a taker, in any transaction, I think that's a good come from. And just focus on finding what you believe in and helping people out, and everything seems to work out pretty good.
And that's amazing, man. So I wish I would writing down, because as you're talking, I'm like, I got all these different like ideas and stuff going through my mind now. I think we're doing the same thing with real estate. I wasn't in it, 3.5 years ago. And so I did get really excited about it. We've managed to do very well. My friends and family around me are starting to quit their jobs and start to do real estate full time. So I find that same flow. It's very easy to talk about. And I think I identify with you. What you just said right now is that I try to make it not work, because and that's something that I kind of harp on to my team over and over again, is that if it's stressful, if it's not fun, if you're not enjoying it, if you have to be, in your feelings during the day, then let's just not do it at all. If we have a client or a seller or a buyer that's being difficult, let's not do the deal with them at all. So now thinking in terms of like doing this on an island, like I'm sold, man.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's like, if it's not fun, don't do it. That's my philosophy. Now, not everyone's maybe in that situation. You might have to work some job you're not crazy about, but if you can get to the point where your vocation feels like a vacation, that's where you want to get in life, I think. And it really is a cheat code for life. It's because I wake up when I want to wake up. I do what I want to do 24/7, 365. I've been doing that since I was about 27 years old. My first 6 months, 12 months in network marketing were hell. I mean, it was hard work, a lot of rejection, a lot of people telling me they're going to show up at a meeting and they didn't show up, a lot of people telling me I'm a pyramid scheme and I'm an idiot and I'm a loser and all that kind of crap. I mean, it was not, it didn't happen overnight. But I didn't get bitter. I got better, to quote Jim Rohn. I sharpened my skills, and I just became a bigger person, and it got to the point where that stuff just bounced off me. It's like, and I just went through it like a hot knife through butter and became a total ninja, and then just started, stacking cash and then get to the point where you got that ultimate freedom, and that's where everyone wants to get. And hopefully, this podcast will help someone with a couple little nuggets to help them get there.
Yeah, that's something I say right now, man. Is I'm not rich, but I can do whatever the heck I want to do right now. Literally do whatever I want to do, and I feel comfortable here. And so, like, let's try to not turn this into another like ball and chain. If I gotta chain myself to my work again, that's what I'm trying to avoid, like the plague. But in closing, man, can we cover real quick? Because there's a lot of people that come on board that are brand new. They have no idea what to do. They don't know how to build a team. A lot of people focus on the real estate side of HiveMind. If you're trying to build a networking business, do you have like a couple of pointers that you can give somebody that's brand new? Maybe they don't have the resources, they don't have the network. How does somebody start from scratch? How do they find momentum?
I mean, the best, like when an airplane takes off, it's not like the airplane just like the captain starts and gets on the gas a little bit, then gets distracted and then stops for a second and then goes a little further down the runway and then, takes a leak. And then, that's not how it goes. It's like, it's okay, wait a minute, we're going to get this thing to take off. It's like, hold on, buckle up, then it's like brakes on and full throttle at the same time. And then it's like, boom, and it's down that runway until you get air. You don't let off the gas until you get air. So one thing is, I would say, is to start taking massive action, and work hard in the beginning. I mean, just talk to everyone, read every book, go to every seminar, don't watch TV, listen to podcasts, listen to books on, tape or whatever they call it nowadays, Kindle or whatever the hell, wherever you, Spotify, you want to be putting good information in your head. Go to every networking opportunity that you can. Social media has made it a lot easier. You can join groups. If you're into Baja racing in Mexico, join a Baja, Facebook group, and someone starts talking about overlanding and something about overlanding, and you start, interacting, and next thing you know, you might go on a trip with some of the people that you meet there, and then you end up making a new friend. And then, I mean, it's weird. It's a circuitous route. Because in networking, you only need usually 2 or 3 really good people, to join your team. To get that, people don't realize this, but you're looking for 3 percenters. So if you need 3 killers, you're going to have to sponsor 100 people. All right. And if you sponsor 100 people, now whether that takes you a year, 2 years, 3 years, you're going to end up with 3 killers. Now, understand, with 3 killers, you usually make like 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 a month. Finding 3 killers is not easy. So let's say you might have to talk to 1,000 people to get 100 to join to get 3 killers. Just whatever it takes. You want to go and be around people and talk to people and network, and do it on social media, do it in real life. And be a giver, not a taker. Think about when you go to a cocktail party, you don't just go to a cocktail party with a bunch of strangers and walk up to them and be like, hey, do you want to join my deal? Like, they'll be like, you're weird. It's like, you want to buy a watch? Open your trench coat. No, you go to a cocktail party, maybe you tell a joke, you meet someone, you BS with them a little bit, you find out what they're up to the point. Usually, if you care enough about other people, like legitimately, like learn how to listen, pay a sincere compliment. Now, don't be a fake person. Like, if your goal is make a friend, if you see someone that you don't really like, you don't really connect with, I don't sponsor people that I don't like. I don't try to
Boom.
sponsor people that if it's not someone I would invite over to my house for dinner, I'm not talking to them. But if you see someone cool, get to know them. And eventually, if you ask them enough questions about them, what are they going to eventually do? They're going to ask something about you. And then that's the beginnings of a relationship. Make a friend, then make a sale. It's a process. It's just like, and this sounds not to sound like weird or old and creepy or anything like that, but it's just like if you're young, let's say some of your listeners are in their 20s, 30s, you're single, and someone said to you, like, how do you get a girlfriend? All right. It's like, you don't just walk up and grab some girl's butt, like, I mean, that's how some people do network marketing. And it's that tacky. It's like, no wonder people hate this industry. It's like, you just meet you. It's like, hey, join my business. I love you. It's like, shut up. I don't even know you. Smack you. Like, you got to have some game. You got to have some skills. And it's the same exact kind of thing. You're looking to develop a relationship with a person. It's a business relationship, not a physical or, intimate relationship with someone, but it's the same basic process. You got to develop some skills. You got to practice. You got to learn. You got to model behaviors that work. And networking is one such skill. How do you make a friend? Think about it. If someone doesn't have any friends, they might want to work on that. And it's the same skill set, because the people who join you in business are always your friends. The people that, or they could be new friends. There's people that like you. We've all made friends. Like, one time you go out and you meet someone, and next thing you know, you're bros, you're friends. Like, so you can do it in a night. You could or the equivalent of a one-night stand. It happens, okay? But you just got to be good. You got to be good at it. You got to learn how to create rapport and make friends. And for some people, that's going to be a lot of work. But if you're good at making friends, you can be good at network marketing, because your friends are going to want to associate with you more. If you're passionate about it, odds are they're passionate about it. So if you're excited about something, they're going to listen to you with an open mind. They're going to want to join you. So the biggest secret to networking is go out and make as many friends as you can. If you already have a lot of friends, it's really easy. Just talk to them about, what you're talking about, not in a salesy way, but in a passionate sharing your vision of what you guys can do together. And that's how I've always done it.
And that's perfect right there, man. I think that's our whole model behind Hive Mind. I don't know if people grasp that yet, but I'm excited about real estate right now, this current phase of my life. It's changed my life. This is the first year that I'm doing real estate full time now. I think a brand new person can come on board, make a year's pay or two, on a single deal or two deals. So it's easy to get excited about for me. I don't know what other people are thinking, but yeah, man, I think that's the magic. It has to be something that you enjoy, something you love, something you're excited about, man. But yeah, that's amazing. So
cool deal.
Do you have anything else in closing you want to share?
Say this. I just want to say, like, if anybody wants to reach out, on the Costa Rica side of things, my company's called Costa Rica Elite. So it's CostaRicaElite.com, and you can take a look at our properties and our website and some of the tours and stuff that we offer. I mean, just shameless plug, but I'm happy to meet new people and help out. And I don't really have a super big agenda. What's kind of, I think, powerful is when you don't have any real needs, and you're just really more about the giving side of things. It works out better. So like I have no needs, thank God, at this point in my life, but I am passionate about to help people, get real estate and come. That's my main focus. Still play around with network marketing. I'm in a couple companies that, I like it. If I meet someone and they're into something that I think makes sense, I'll tell them about one of my, 2 or 3 opportunities I'm involved with, but it's not my main focus anymore. But yeah, that's one thing. Some people say that what is a quote that is yours or someone else's that you resonate with? I'd like to dispel a myth. Some people say if you chase 2 rabbits, you won't catch either of them. And it's usually the upline that's telling you that you can't do more than one thing. And because they're selfishly, they just want you to focus all your energy on their thing. The reality is that you can have twin passions. You know what I mean? Like my wife and I, for example, she has a business that I've recruited people into that sells clothing, like sports bras and leggings and stuff like that. It's like Lululemon for less as a network marketing opportunity. We crush it in that. But if I'm talking to some dude that's like into, crypto, and he doesn't have a girlfriend or a wife, I'm not going to talk to him about that. But I could talk to him about mining helium, or I could talk to him about buying a property. Like, you can do multiple things. So I'm a big believer in multiple streams of income. I'm sure Hive Mind is something that for some people that they build that business and they have something else that they do in addition. So, my famous quote is, let's see, if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed. All right. That was a feeble attempt.
I love that, dude. That's cool. That's hilarious and that's cool. Hey man, can we get that website again real quick for the Costa Rica thing? That way people can find out, because we can put it up on the screen right here underneath.
Yeah, it's Costa Rica Elite. So it's Costa Rica ELITE.com. Costa Rica Elite.com is the name of the site. And all I have there is, my properties and some info about Costa Rica. You can always reach out through the contact form. If you want to just hit me up personally, my website is my name, mattmorrow.com, MATTMORROW.com. Also, one of my things that I really enjoy is I live in Vegas. I love gambling, and I'm obsessed with TikTok. I think currently I have like 53,000 followers on TikTok. My @ on TikTok is Vegas Matt, and I do high limit advantage slot play. And so like I'll gamble. The other day I was at the Wynn doing $1,125 a spin on a slot machine, and people like to watch these sessions, and just the mad wins and losses are fun to watch. It's just like a hobby, another hobby that I've turned into a money-making thing. I got sponsored by a poker site and stuff like that. So if you like gambling, follow me on TikTok at Vegas. My shameless plugs. Thank you very much for having me.
No, this was fun, man. Amazing. You're modern day King Midas, man, and we know your time is being spread out thin. So we appreciate you hanging out with us and teaching us the game. Thank you so much, man.
The show is sponsored by The List Guys. Do you need more leads in your local or virtual market? 1 in 10 small businesses don't invest in any kind of marketing. The List Guys have over 35 plus list types to choose from, and you can mix and match any list or criteria. We also use the skip trace list and provide up to 7 numbers and email addresses. Every list you purchase will be scrubbed against previous purchases. The List Guys are here to save you time. Contact the List Guys today at www.1listguys.com. That's www.1listguys.com.
I'll see you in Costa Rica.
You're too kind. All right, everybody. Hey man, cool. Thanks for having me on. I'll catch you guys later.